Right, so Maleficent is in Disney Speedstorm now, and I wanted to do a video just to go over her event specifically. Basically just to see if her event is better than previous events, because it is different, but whether it's better, that remains to be seen. How it works is there's 2 mission-based events and there's 1 leaderboard, which you need Maleficent for. And what my immediate criticism for this is having 2 events. In the first event, you can get 1 shard with Hades for free, 2 shards by doing 7 objectives, which isn't free. You need Barbossa for that, and Teodalma. So you can get 3 shards from here, and you can get 5 shards. So 3 plus 5, that's 8. Nine, 10. So that is 10, but 10 that aren't all free. You know, you get about 3 for free? Yeah, about 3 for free.
It's time I took matters into my own tentacles.
Which
Deal.
is still just as bad as it always has been. There's no upgrade. There's more busy work for you to do for the same amount of rewards, essentially. Come on. Yeah, this isn't gonna go well, is it? Ah. What I will give these 2 events props for is we are getting more shards for characters that are famously difficult to get. So we're getting more shards for Ursula, who was difficult to get in previous events, who was the premium character in the Little Mermaid season. We're getting more shards for Steamboat Pete, who's only been able to get a couple of times since his introduction back in season 2. And we're getting shards for Hades, who has been notoriously difficult to get since he was introduced in season 4 or 5? Season 4. The issue comes in at the levels that the game is asking you to be at. 35 for Hades, you're not being given enough shards for that. You're just not. Level 35 for Ursula. Again, you're not being given enough shards for that. You just aren't. We can try with Hades.
I can hardly wait.
Bingo.
But I'm seriously under leveled for Hades. I think a lot of players will be. I've been playing the game since the start. I don't have all of these characters leveled up to the amount that the game is asking you for.
Easy.
And I believe this problem of the game just having unrealistic expectations of what it thinks of how easy or difficult their characters are to obtain. Like, knowing that there's no easy way to get mid-season character shards. And then expecting to have mid-season characters
Explain.
at extremely high levels. Just,
Piece of cake. See that?
it seems like these events are meant for even still, it seems like it's it feels like it's putting the wool over your eyes of making you think that the game is doing you a favor or giving you more things, when in reality it's still servicing the pay-to-play players way more than it is servicing anyone else. Like, realistically, very few people are going to get Maleficent. Realistically, it's only going to be people that have bought this, people that have spent money previously to get Hades, people who have, you know, got Steamboat Pete leveled up to a reasonable amount. I mean, I've leveled up Steamboat Pete quite highly, but whether I've done that doesn't mean that other players have also done that. You know, I was lucky to be playing the game when Steamboat Pete came out, which was before the official launch of the game. Steamboat Pete. Of course, that's not giving me any shards for anything. I mean, it's giving me Ursula shards, so that's something.
Hey, oh, we gonna do this?
I won't let you down.
Okay, here we go, Steamboat Pete.
This is gonna be good.
What do I need to do? It's 5 charge skills. Easy.
You will all get what's coming.
But yeah, I feel like it's just these mid-season events aren't designed with free-to-play in mind. They're not designed to be fair. They're not designed to be for everyone. And a big reason for that is the premium characters just not being unlockable to everybody. And because not everyone can get the premium characters, not everyone can get every available shard, which is 10, by the way. It used to be that everyone who attempted the leaderboards for just attempting the leaderboards, and everyone could do it because it gave you the character. It gave you a regulated version of the character at the start anyway. So anyone could do it. It used to be either being in the top 100% got you the character. That was how it was for Figment, that was how it was for Steamboat Mickey, Steamboat Pete. Minnie and Daisy. And then it changed to be the top 15% got the character. But it was still regulated event. The event was still regulated. You know, there was still, you know, everybody had the same chance to get into the 15%. It's just the people who knew the game the best, or people who knew the tracks the best, or the people who just picked up the character the best. Got into that top 15%. But everyone had the same, everyone was given the same tools. It's just now it feels like the rich get richer, and the people who don't put money into the game just are locked out of certain characters. I hate that that's the way that it is, but that's the way that it is now. So, answering the question, is the Maleficent event any better? Or are mid-season events any better now than the last time that I did a video like this, which was for Cruella? No. There's more stuff to do when it comes to, like, bringing a quantity... when it comes to quantity, bringing a lot of content into the game. Sure. But is that a lot of content that's doable for every player? No. Is it any easier to get the mid-season characters? No. I think now what might be the best bet for free-to-play players getting mid-season characters is their Star Chaser. It's just waiting for their Star Chaser. Because these events aren't for you. And they're not for me. Because I'm a free-to-play player, I'm not putting any money into the game. So these events just aren't designed with me in mind. I like that they're giving more shards to more characters. To characters that aren't just Maleficent. I like that they're telling you to use more of your roster and get more use out of more of your roster. because I feel like that's something the game really struggles on, is incentivizing the use of your whole roster and giving a place for you, kind of giving you a reason to put effort into building up every single character that you have. I think that's something that the game doesn't do enough of. It seems to always be the same characters. It's like, level up your roster and Aladdin and Sully and whoever the mid-season character is this season. You know? But yeah, that's kind of everything that I have to say about this event, or about this seasonal event. Anyway, there's kind of like nothing here. What is this? The Treasure Rush. The Treasure Rush, I think, is good. I think this is a good event. It's like the best thing that they've added this season. That and passive skills. But I don't... And we all have to wait and see to see if Maleficent is worth the trouble. I don't personally think she is. I don't think any character in the game has been worth any amount of money or any extra charge. I don't think any character, even if they are the best character in the game, is worth the amount of... If it was just doing the events, then sure, fine. Unique skill. Maleficent uses her magic to conjure lightning in front of her, covering an average-sized area. When 6 opponents are hit by lightning, she transforms into a dragon, gains a long speed boost, stuns all opponents along the way, and temporarily loses control. I think that sounds good. Maleficent uses her magic to conjure average-sized lightning bolts in front of every racer ahead of her. When 6 opponents are hit by lightning bolts, she transforms into a dragon, gains a long speed boost, stuns all opponents along the way, and temporarily loses control. Okay, so this is kind of like a mix between Kristoff and... What? She's a trickster. There's a mix between Kristoff and... Calhoun. And then we've kind of got that like build-up skill as well. I think looking at her kit, she's going to be great. It's just, I don't know if she's worth... I don't know if she's going to be good enough to be worth spending money for. I know she won't be, actually. But yeah, it's just... The way the game is constructed now the way that the progression system is very much in favor of spending money. And I hate that, because this is a kid's game at the end of the day. This is a game that is aimed, marketed, and primarily for kids. You know, it's a Disney game. It's a Disney kart racer that is overly, and in my opinion, quite scummily monetized. And it is so bad. Like, the fact that the characters that are being hidden away behind these microtransactions are being hidden away by being premium, being like, and having to pay money for them, and getting that little taste, that little tickle of like, oh, you're getting some shards. Don't you want the rest? Don't you want the rest? Well, here you go. Just give us all of your bank account. Give us all of your bank account, and you can have a chance to get Maleficent. You can have a chance to get Cruella de Vil. You can have a chance to get Wally. You can have a chance to get Eve. You can have a chance to get Kermit the Frog. You know? It's a really, really scummy way of presenting a children's game. This is some of the worst I've seen, because it's giving you a glimmer of hope, and it's showing you what you can get if you drop money on this other character that you may or may not want. You know, you have to have this character to be able to unlock this character, and this character costs money. You have to have this character as well, which also costs money. You have to have this character who's completely unrelated, you may not have even known you needed. There's no, like, forewarning. There's no, like, preview of, like, the great thing about the season tour. The great thing about the season tour is, it's not open yet. The great thing about the season tour, if you go in here, you can actually preview the nodes and what they will ask you for. So this one asks you for Milan, this one asks you from Elsa. So you can, from chapter 1 of a new season starting, you can actually preview every other season to see what characters you need to be working on and leveling up. So you need Daisy Duck, you need Prince Eric, you need Woody, you need... fuck off. You need Maleficent at level 16. You need... that's all you need. And then in the final season, you need Kristoff, Steamboat Pete. You need Sergeant Calhoun. You need Hades at level 30. At level 32. You need Aladdin. You need Hector frickin' Barbosa. You know, if there was something like that for the events, like, if there were, like, a 2-day preview period where you could see who you needed for what event. I feel like that would be like ideal. It doesn't fix the problem, but it's a quality of life thing that doesn't mean that you need to do extra coding, because it's already technically in the game for another part of for another, like, game mode. I don't know. I really don't know with these. Because I've kind of consigned to myself to the fact that those just aren't good enough. And those aren't for me. That's not where I'm going to be unlocking Maleficent. That might be where I'm getting some extra levels in for Hades, for Ursula, for other characters. That's not where I'm going to be getting Maleficent. And I'm fine with that. I don't need Maleficent. I mean, I do, but I don't need Maleficent more than I need, like, shopping. Or food. You know? So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. I am also now streaming on YouTube instead of Twitch. So if you want to see live streams and you didn't have Twitch, but do have a YouTube account, which I assume if you're watching this video you probably do, and if you want to catch the live streams, they will be happening on YouTube now, not on Twitch. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I will see you guys tomorrow night, Monday night, for a live stream. I'm not sure what I'll be streaming yet. Probably some Vampire Survivors. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye.